Hey, what's up guys? gdoggcasey here, bringing you some more Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play videos. I'm excited to get this one started because we're finally going to actually just do some normal questing here, and we're also going to do some guild tests. We're just going to do one. We're going to do the duty roulette today because I haven't done it yet. Hopefully, I don't even remember which ones I've shown you guys now. I'm pretty sure we did this one. Did we do the hero? Yeah, because this was the one where the tank didn't know how to do it, I think. So yeah, hopefully we just get the pulling poison posies one, but we want to get the daily guild test out of the way. Alright, Momodi, give us the quest. The Scions of the 7th Dawn. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise. I swear, if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't even be able to choose on account of being Ulden. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the 7th Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them, individuals like you, wee guy. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Waking Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a man in demand, wee guy, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them as helped make you into the adventurer you are, right? Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right. Well, I've said my piece, off you go. Okay. So the Waking Sands. I believe I mentioned once or twice in previous videos that the Waking Sands is somewhere you're going to be coming to fairly often, and you're going to be teleporting to Horizon pretty much all day, every day. Because they don't actually have a crystal to teleport to where you're supposed to meet them, that also means you're going to be running halfway across the country here every time you teleport. So once we get a mount, it's going to be okay, but we're going to head this way. And I'll even find the place without even using the map for you, just to prove that it will be ingrained in your head. I don't even remember how long it's been since I've actually had to run over here, but it's definitely something I've done several times. So hopefully we won't be waiting too long for this queue either. Wait, did I queue up for that? Oh, I never actually clicked on join. Derp. Okay, well. Okay, less than 5 minutes. We'll see if it stays like that. Hopefully the main quest won't be putting us through an instance, because if it will, we'll have to leave this, this queue. So yeah, get used to this run here. There are some quests that you can do over on this side of the map as well, but we're already too high level for it. We're actually going to be... We're already over level 23. Things are moving a little bit quicker than I expected. I mean, I understand this is like episode 21 or something like that. And I guess that's several episodes. So, you know what? Never mind. But that being said, like each episode is only, what, between 30 to 50 minutes long. And we've been leveling up pretty quickly. So I'm pretty happy with the progress we've made. And I think this is one of the better ideas I've had, was to do a Let's Play like this, because it's going to do us a lot of good. It's going to give us a lot of content to put out here over the course of the next few months at least. Probably even more. Alright, we'll unlock the Chocobo Porter, and we're also going to pick up these blue quests here. This one is going to allow us to dye our armor. Color your world. We're not going to read it, but it's going to be something that we're going to do. Also, there should be a dude here. Yeah, oh, why is he grayed out? I thought it was level 20. Oh, that's the level 35. Going for gold then? Level 47. That's not him. No, I don't think so. Really? Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll have a quest for us after we meet the Scions then. Which are found in this building here. Or maybe it's that guy who gives it. I don't know. A lot of locked quests here. Hello, Tataru. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms. Yearning for the heavens above, a quench my thirst for you. Trollololo. What? Ooh-ah! Oh, wow. Cough. I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to look at my oven mitts. Here at the behest of Ida and Papalimo. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Check the book. There I am. We got crowned. Ah, here you are. We're in the book. Ahem. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I would look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent... Oh man, how do you say this word? The antecedent? I shall let her know to expect you. I hope I don't have to say that word a lot. It looked like antecedent. I mean, I consider myself, like, literate, but some of these words... It's kind of interesting to read some of the stuff here. One of the best... Are they talking about Warframe? Yeah, Warframe is dope. I really should play Warframe more, especially since it's free to play, and I've spent like $85 on it. I take it you are a wee guy crowned. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilna is eagerly awaiting your coming. This way, if you please. Signs of the Seventh Dawn. Okay, well first, can you give me some elegant silver pieces, please? Thank you. Sigh. Alright, well, as soon as the voice acting part started here, for whatever reason, the recording just stopped working. And that's happened to me in the past, but not with this game yet, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Hopefully that's not going to continue. And it was a huge scene and everything too, so that kind of makes me a little bit sad. But basically what the whole conversation was about is that she is the leader of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. She has the same power that we do, which is called the Echo. And the Echo is the ability to look at someone's past and see things that have happened. So you see that we've been able to do that from time to time. But the other thing about it is we don't actually have a choice of when we can use it. It just kind of happens whenever it thinks it has to. The other part of the conversation was that the primals are a threat to Eorzea, the world that we live on. And the primals is something that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn spend most of their time fighting against. And basically, that's about all I can remember. There was another thing, too, where there is a password, and the password is Wild Rose. But yeah, I think that was basically the most important part of it. So let's go ahead and just accept this quest. So we Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it is that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray, consider this when you give me your answer, wee guy. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. Okay.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popolimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome! I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
Me too. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
All right, so we made it through that scene fine without having any hiccups there, so that's a good sign. Okay, so we got to meet all of the sort of most important characters of the Scions of the Seven Dawns, and we're gonna get our first quest with them here. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes, which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on the caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so it would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Okay, well, let's head out there and see that guy. Oh, another thing that happened, of course, off camera when I was dealing with the fact that Shadowplay decided that it didn't want to record for a little while. My guild hest popped, but luckily it was actually just the second guild hest we've ever done, and it was a piece of cake, nothing to worry about, but I did get the bonus experience for that. Okay, so before we get right into doing this story quest here, I'd like to take care of the side quest here for our dye. It's not that we're going to be making too much use out of it, but it is kind of cool to have that option available to you to dye your armor. So we have to give an orange juice to this person, or to someone. And someone here sells one, I know that. I think it's probably this person. Actually, we should be repairing our gear as well, so let's go ahead and do that. And items, orange juice. I'm gonna buy a couple actually because I might need it for something else. So there we go. So we can turn into orange juice now. Blah blah blah, dying. So we got some dyes for free, and we're able to dye our gear now. In order to do it, you just want to select anything that you are wearing. Not anything, actually. There's a limit to what you can dye, but you can dye most of it. And we just choose out of the colors that we actually own. We don't really own a lot here. So, yeah, we don't have a lot of options, but you can buy dye off the auction house. And there we go. So it's about that simple. Actually, let's see if can we dye our headpiece? No, we can't. See, that's one of the pieces you can't dye. Okay, so that was nice and quick. So I guess that means we can go back to our Drybone. Okay, is it Central Thanalan that we're in? No. We are in Southern Thanalan? No. Okay, how are we gonna get here? How do we get to Drybone? So from here, nowhere we can really go. So I think it's going to be in Ulda then. We are in Western. We want to go to Central. Oh wow. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we're in for a bit of a trek then. I really hope I'm. Hold on. There's a ferry here. Let me see if I can take the ferry. It'd be stupid if I wasted that much time running over there if I didn't have to. Let's just double check with the ferry really quick. And if we can, then great. Limsa? No, we don't want to go there. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we're running. The best thing we can do is go ahead and teleport to Ulda. I'm almost out of tickets, but I don't really care. If you guys are following along and you don't have, like, the veteran rewards or anything like that, then you won't have the tickets either, so it's not really fair. Something you can do is just, like, hitch a ride on a Chocobo Porter. It's much cheaper, and you can, you know, go do some dishes or something. That's actually how I would handle it if it were me. Also, if I wasn't recording. But because I'm recording, I'm fine to put most of my money into... What are all these arrows? Why do I not recall these arrows and I don't know what they do? Or are they just sort of pointing me towards exits? I don't know. Alright, so we'll head out into Western, or Central Thanalan, which we haven't been to, so we'll hook up with the crystal over there. You know what? Let's go ahead and queue up for another one. I already have the daily bonus, but, you know, what the hell. Actually, that's stupid. Let me, instead do something different here. Let us withdraw. And instead we will go to Guildhest, Pulling Poison Posies. Join. I don't know how long this one's going to take. Doesn't look like too long. Okay. So Central Thanalan, I don't believe we've been here. No. So we're just going to run over here. There's a lot of stuff to look at here, but mostly it's just like low-level stuff. You're really not going to see anything too crazy. So we're not missing out too much. It's just the area. You know how much time we spent in Gridania when we were young little wee guys? Well, this is the same thing you'd be doing here if you had started as one of the Ulda classes. So, nothing really too big. Just minor problems that the people are having around the area. But now we've leveled up. We are actually doing things for the whole of Eorzea right now, which I believe is the world. I don't think it's just a continent. I actually think it's like the whole world that we're on. I have no idea where this even is anyway, whatever. Let us sprint. It's pretty cool that the crystals glow. You can see no matter what time of day it is in the world. Of course, it's nighttime once again. So we'll come over here, attune to this crystal, grab the chocobo, keep. There we go. Okay. Alright, next up, was it Northern Thanalan where Drybone is? No, definitely not going there. Oh, Eastern, I guess. Okay. Cool. Off to the east then. Won't take too long to run over there. If it were daytime, you can get a bit more of a look at Thanalan in case you're new to the game and you haven't seen it. You can still see some of it here, but it's just dark and dusty. And during the daytime, it's basically light and dusty anyway. Nothing too crazy, but I do appreciate that it feels different, you know? If you drop me in Thanalan, I'll be able to tell you that I'm in Thanalan. I hope I'm going the right way here. This would be pretty annoying if I had to run back out of here. Unholy air. Yeah, no, it definitely seems like we're going the right way, though. So I think we're definitely at a level now where we don't have to do any of the side quests, but I guess once we get into Drybone, that's when we'll know, because Drybone is where we're going to be doing a lot of the, you know, at least a fair bit of questing around Drybone now. So if they're offering, like, level 23 stuff, then for sure I'll be doing it. But if it's, like, level 20 or so, then I probably don't need to. Let's see. Oh, 18? Yeah, definitely we can skip that. Look at this. I don't even know what that is. Definitely less dusty over here, though. But maybe there was a bit of a sandstorm happening. That'd be cool. I'm actually not sure if that's the case. Okay, so this is Drybone. We'll attune to another crystal here. And we will be skipping the side quests for now. Once the side quests start to catch up to us, then we'll start doing those. But at the moment, I'm not too worried about gear. We got some good gear from our DPS practice. Do I want to do that leave meat quest? Maybe. Let's do the leave quest. We're here to do quests, right? So let's do this. It'll be nice to actually just take care of it and unlock the leaves here. Fuck. Okay, of course that's the one. Before we turn this in, let's do this leave quest really quickly. So, where do we have to go? Over here. Looks like up there. Alright, so let's go ahead and initiate it. I hate these leaves, though. Here he is. So we have to direct him. We're going to actually sort of escort him by typing in /beckon while having him selected. And he's going to just run after us. He won't move unless we do that. One trick, though, for you guys is if you click on him and then just push up and enter, or no, enter, up, and then enter, it will actually automatically... Are we too far away? Is that what it said? Maybe we're a bit too far away. It'll actually copy the last thing you typed. So you can actually do these things a little bit easier without having to type it in. Or I suppose you can also put the emote on your hotbar as well. A new enemy appears, whatever, we don't care about that. We'll fight it after he starts moving. Something else I'm actually noticing here as well is I am missing something from my traits or my actions. I'm missing Invigorate. I had unlocked that ability while I was leveling up on the other computer, and I guess it didn't come onto my bar when I'm back on my computer that I used to actually record, so that's interesting. Alright, so this won't take too long. It's probably the most annoying type of leave quest that you can do. And it really sucks because when you're actually like leveling up and just trying to do only leaves, then you end up getting quests like these fairly often, and it makes you want to pull your hair out. Let's just grab this guy, I guess, take care of him. This little boar thing, you ain't nothing compared to what I've dealt with. So Invigorate, I should explain, is an ability that restores TP, which is very useful when you're playing a warrior, or a marauder, to be a little bit more specific, because I remember them running out of TP fairly often, so having Invigorate is going to be very helpful. Beckoning them on over. We're almost done here. It's not too far. Alright, there we go. The best thing about finishing a leave quest is we can actually teleport right back, so... There we go. And now we'll be able to do leaves if we ever come to Drybone again. Basically, he offers level 15 leaves, and you usually are not going to have to do too many level 15 leaves, because once you hit level 15, then you can actually just do like dungeons and actual guild tests and things like that, and they're usually a little bit easier to gain levels and a little bit more efficient. And also, because you've been doing leaves all the way up to level 15, usually you don't ever want to do another one again. But I am Isambard, here to search for missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting to your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You may have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victim safely returned. Okay. Let's take the one. I don't know if we need this, but I don't really need the money. Let's take a quick look here and see if we equip this. Which one are we replacing? I don't think it really matters. Okay, Unsolved Mystery. Level 17. We have quite a bit of catching up to do. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of the callers of the Church of Saint Adama Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch your scent. But I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure the remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn of something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Okay. Alright, where are we heading then? It looks like probably this way. Yeah, okay. Leaving Drybone is a little bit weird because there's a couple ways out. You can come up this hill or go up that hill, and they both kind of lead to the same spot. So I guess that's actually a good thing. Ah, here's a chocobo keep. We'll unlock this. I don't really use them very often because we still have a little bit of ways. Ah, look at this. We still have a little bit of a ways to go until we get a mount. But then once we get them out, then there's no real need for the porters anyway. And for now, I might as well just run around. Alright, so we're going to get a leave quest done here for you guys, so that's going to be fun. Or not a leave quest, sorry, a guild test. We already did the leave quest. But these are pretty cool, and this one is going to introduce a new mechanic And I don't know if I've ever done it. Wait, what's going on here? Okay. I don't know if I've ever done it as not a tank. So, to be honest, I'm actually a little bit concerned over what I should be fighting here. But basically, we don't want to be in the pollen area. It's going to poison us, and we're going to be taking damage, or bad things are going to be happening. So, it would be nice if the tank would pull them fully out so that I can actually get behind, but whatever. Not a huge deal. Let's run into the pollen here. I just want to see what it does to us so I can explain that to you guys. Don't let your guard down. Alright, go tank. A gladiator tank I'm happy to team up with. Alright, when we're in the pollen, we can see here, causing damage over time. Yeah, alright, well. We can either stand in the pollen and hope that our healer can heal us, or we pull them out of the pollen, but it looks like our tank doesn't really care to do that. Just pull them out of the poison, please. We got ads here. Maybe I'll pull them out. Oh, now we're in more poison. Okay. Yeah, the tank doesn't seem to care too much that we're not supposed to be in the poison, so I'm not exactly sure the best way to actually handle this situation, because I don't know if the healer is capable of just healing us all, even if we're just standing in the poison. I don't think so. Yeah, see, this tank is not doing the greatest job here, because the ads are kind of all over the place. They're hitting the healer. We're all taking damage. I'm just trying to get guys off of the healer here. Okay, well, in the meantime, I don't know, maybe that was okay. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, guys. You tell me. We did it, so I'm gonna give the points to the healer, though, because I would have tanked it differently. But hey, that's the first time we've done that heal test. And we'll level up to level 24 as well. So again, we're putting all our points into strength here. I'm not smart enough to know the exact reason other than strength helps our DPS the most, so that's why. Alright, okay, there we go. I got a commendation, probably from the healer. I guess it wasn't a big deal, though. I didn't realize that there's like one main boss that you're trying to kill there, so I didn't realize he was taking so much damage and he was gonna die, even though I was actually doing more damage to the ads that were attacking the healer. But there you go. Okay. Finally, it's been a while since we've done like a main story quest that has us actually out here grabbing things and killing things. So here are the corpses that we're looking to pick up. And these are the Amaja. Or Amalja, however you want to say it. They're not too scary for us because we're just so far ahead of the story quest level that it's not going to be much of a problem for us to take them out. Is there going to be more? No? Okay. We'll just pick up these dead bodies and throw them in our bag. Ripe corpse. It's just something unsettling about that. Got some side quests over here that would be good for us to do. Another chocobo dude over there, but for now we follow the main story quest. There's I want to kind of rush us along to the point where we can actually get a mount or start working towards a mount, because it's been a while and I'd like to get that done. It is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Here they are, all 3 of them. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You've done a noble deed this day, I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining, after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if I were among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these Even if it were one among them, sorry, how could we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? I don't know. That's why it's an unsolved mystery. What poor people think. They say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. Or what say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reason for these vanishings. 12s forbid it be so. There's a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show to him. Else he's not like to speak to you. Okay. So one thing I do remember about Drybone is that there's a few little buildings that you can enter, and sometimes it can be kind of hard to find the NPC you're looking for, but luckily we got it on the first try here. Ungust. Oh, this guy. Belch. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ulda. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What, with all the disappearances? You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Okay, so that was the douchebag who was just being a douchebag. So we're going to speak with the common folk. Okay, hungry beggar. Hello. Please, sir, just leave me be. Okay. A devious derelict. I've nothing to say but this. Thal Teku, or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. And the petrified pauper. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Well, he was right. Alright, let's go see Ungust again. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. As he disappears into thin air. I am actually surprised he even gave us that much information, considering we killed all his guards. Isambard. Or Bard. Welcome back, wee guy. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Oh. That seems wrong. A proper burial. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place than to ask at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, might I ask you deliver this embalmed corpse? Oh my god. A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marcus. He tends to the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Hey, so yeah, if you want to find out some information, just go talk to the church people. Oh, and just as long as you're heading out that way, can you carry this corpse for me, please? You're the only one I trust to get it done. Like, don't you have somebody? Like, there's poor people all around. Why don't you give, like, 10 copper to the next guy to carry the corpse? I'm more important than this, damn it. At least I like to think I am. There's Marcus. No reason. I'm Marcus. Yes, a body. Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. I remember the first time I got this quest, I got so lost because I didn't know there was a path right here. I just had no idea that this is the way we were supposed to go. Alright, well, let's bury a corpse. Or let's just drop it outside the gravestone. Wait. Done. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. If you will find Sister Orson within the church walls. Okay. Why is he being weird? Alright, those dogs, man. Only when I'm recording. I hear you've done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants. It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. Sigh. I only wish Marquez would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep indeed. He seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. Well, tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquez, and soon. Took offense at his conduct? Alright, let's go back to Drybone and we'll speak to Isambard. Can I jump this? Come on. Yeah. Thank you, wee guy. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, wee guy? Oh, hello, Thancred. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good Sister Orson herself? Orson, she wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lich-Keeper Marquez. I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Proper burial. Still nothing that's any good for us. Alright, well, let's do another quest or two here before we end the episode. For the children. Already level 19 now, so that's good. Sister Orson, it cannot be, though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and that is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she, could it? Sigh. I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray, seek out the boy, wee guy, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. It's got me going where? Oh, all the way back up there. Okay. Well, let's run back to Drybone now. Or not Drybone, sorry, but the Golden Bazaar. So we can come up here. It looks like we took the wrong ramp out of town, but we can just come over here and still get to where we want to go. Kind of the long way, though. Or wait. We're actually... Yeah, we haven't been here yet. So that's where the church is. We're going up to the Golden Bazaar. I definitely took the wrong way out. Just hustling on over there. Don't really have much to talk about right now, except for the fact that I'm a little nervous that the recording software did that to me earlier, but I suppose it's not a huge deal if it only did it that one time. But the thing is, the last time that happened, it actually started happening in like all the time, and I had to uninstall and reinstall the program to make it stop doing that. So I'm hoping I don't have to do that again, but I suppose it's not really such a huge deal to uninstall and reinstall a program, but the main thing I'm worried about here is that it actually cuts out during another scene that you guys, you know, probably wanted to see. Especially the last one, which was a pretty important one. Finally some music. When it's quiet, I just feel like I gotta find something to talk about, at least if there's music. That feels a little bit better. Uncombed urchin. Do you know what they call you, sir? Please help. Sister Orson went out all on her own and she hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it, but what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Kids are always causing problems. Alright, well let's run on over. Oh, she's only right here? That guy told me I smell like a dead person. So we can use Invigorate to fill up our TP here and come... Oh. Rotting pikemen. Are these undead? I think so. They don't look too undead, but I think they are. There we go. You got your back, Orson. I'm aiding you. You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child. Yes. While I was able to find his lost trinket, it is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Should we be suspicious of her? She seems like a nice person. Wait, where are we going now? Are we going all the way back? You know what? We're teleporting. I got viewers here to... And oh, I didn't attune to the crystal. Alright, well, it's actually... You know what? Can we take a chocobo bird there? Yeah, we can. Alright, let's take a ride. Hello. I was expecting the chocobo music to play, but it didn't. Oh well. So I think once we get back to Drybone, we'll probably call this episode an end. I think things are really going to start to pick up now that we're, you know, outside of a main city and we're going to have some places to explore finally again and kill a bunch of stuff. But I thought we'd be doing a little bit more questing like that in this episode, but this one was also pretty story heavy just because, you know, we met the Scions, we joined them. At least I think we joined them. And now we're, you know, doing quests for them. But there was a lot of story filler there, so I wasn't able to get as much killing and as much combat in as I really wanted to. But hey, there's tons of time for that later, right? So let's turn this quest in and we'll call it an episode. Hello, Isambard. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? God's forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing so, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on that same train of thought as well. Okay, so I hope you guys are enjoying so far. We will see you in the next episode.